Oh, little Everett, Washington. I mean, not so little. I mean, there's a Navy base there and Boeing is there. I don't know how much longer Boeing will be there. But Jennifer, Everett kind of had a rough 24 hours news cycle, some of it
Yeah,
from the business community and some of it from the city itself.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, apparently they wanted to get all of their bad news done in an entire day. I don't know, but I know you have some clips related to that.
Yeah, let's roll the first clip and we'll unpack this one.
Tonight, the Everett City Council approved a controversial ordinance making it illegal to sit or lie down along a 1 mile stretch of road in the city. King 5's Tony Black has the latest from Everett.
Those in favor of the ordinance say they want help from the city and to know that they care about business owners. But those against the ordinance say that this is not the solution, and some were even disgusted by the mere suggestion.
The Everett City Council passed an ordinance Wednesday that will prohibit people from sitting or lying on a 10-block stretch of an industrial area in Everett. A growing number of homeless people have set up camp near the Everett Gospel Mission Shelter on Smith Street, and nearby businesses say for years there's been constant issues. City officials proposed pallet houses to be set up behind the mission, 20 tiny homes that could house 30 people. But along with that, the city wanted, and the council approved, new rules that ban people from sitting or lying on the sidewalk. Violators will face 90 days in jail or a $500 fine.
This actually gives the public permission to hate them.
During public comment before the vote, community members called the ordinance cruel.
The harmful things that will happen with this no sit, no law, if it passes, is the increase of public discrimination towards the homeless.
But business owners in the area disagree and say the city must step up to help them.
The critics of this proposal said the ordinance would be a violation of human rights. To reply to this comment, I could not disagree more. Since when is it human rights to leave used needles and human waste on my sidewalk, to break my windows? Where are my rights to have a safe, secure workplace?
I support the no sit, no lie because I need some kind of indication from the city that they will not just let us all fail down here.
Now, this ordinance won't take effect until those pallet houses are built. So in the meantime, the conversation is about what about right now? Some council members suggested a little bit more collaboration between business owners and the city. For now, here in Everett, I'm Tony Black, King 5 News.
Hallelujah! Holy shit!
Oh, Jennifer, there's a lot to unpack there.
Well, can I just start with that Everett City Council picture, though? Like, wow. Wow.
So I did some research on this, and I know that one of the questions, because this came up in another discussion group I was in earlier today, is this even constitutional? And there's actually an answer to that question, and this gets into why Everett is building those pallet houses. And the answer to that is no, it's not constitutional. In 2019, the Supreme Court the Supreme Court ruled in a case with Boise, Idaho, where the Ninth Circuit Court said that a similar law that was being passed in Boise was unconstitutional and violated the Eighth Amendment. Now, what the Ninth Circuit Court said was that a city could pass an ordinance saying it is illegal to sleep on the sidewalk or in public areas if the city municipality is providing housing for the unhomed individuals. Otherwise, you are essentially criminalizing trying to sleep, which the Ninth Circuit Court has deemed was unconstitutional. It went to the Supreme Court, and SCOTUS said, we're not even going to look at it. We agree with the Ninth Circuit Court. The end. Something to remind our audience, particularly if you're a chud.
Chud. Cannibalistic, humanoid, underground dwellers.
The Supreme Court in 2019 had a majority of conservative justices on there because Donald Trump had two of his picks sitting on the bench at that time.
Yep. Yeah. All I hear at the end of that clip when you have the business owners complaining about it's like but my rights, and it's all about where's my protection? What about me? But you're not even addressing the root issue here about, why so many people are unhomed in your particular area, and the ways in which things could be done differently to address this issue. Yeah, we're talking about the pallet houses, but homelessness is an ongoing issue that has root causes, myriad root causes, that people are not actually addressing. And so it just comes back to, like, again, this system of, I guess, privilege is the only thing I can use to describe it. Yeah, I know. I just like this whole trying to criminalize sleeping or sitting in this particular radius. It's just pretty gross. But Everett actually, I think, gets worse.
Yeah. One of the things that jumps out at me here, Jennifer, is the same people that would be supportive of this measure are the same people who probably would say that making them wear a mask is a violation of their basic human rights. This is you are repressing my freedom by making me wear a mask. And yet the same people, and they'll justify it. They will find some way to pseudo justify how this is different and how wearing a mask is different.
Yeah, you're violating one of my constitutional rights, but I'm not sure what's constitutional right you're violating. Like,
well, exactly. I can't explain to you on the mask what right you're violating for me, but the Supreme Court said, but the Supreme Court's wrong.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that was just like,
I saw this YouTube video from this guy named Jake. YouTube took it down, but honest, he's telling the truth.
Or I saw it on Wikipedia, not realizing that literally anybody can go on Wikipedia and make edits. Anybody.
Yes, you have to take Wikipedia with a big grain of salt. Yeah. Absolutely. And Wikipedia has gotten better at tracking who and when and providing that information on the individual pages. But yes, anybody can kind of throw whatever they want up on a Wikipedia page. But wait, Jennifer, there's more, because we haven't even played the business aspect of it. Let me roll the next clip.
Vandals may have targeted a new business in Everett with an offensive name. This restaurant is called the Soup Nazi Kitchen. The name seemingly referencing the famous line from Seinfeld, but obviously it's massively offensive, taken out of the specific context of that TV show and that episode. Our camera found the word Nazi blacked out, as you saw there. Overnight, we found several windows on the restaurant broken. The mayor of Everett, Cassie Franklin, says because of recent U.S. Supreme Court decisions, the city is restricted on how it can ban signs based on how hateful or offensive they might be.
You're not the same. I'm an American. You're a sick asshole.
I'm kind of speechless at how anybody could think this was a good idea. And Jennifer, this actually goes a lot more than just calling the restaurant the Soup Nazi Kitchen. That's the really important part in this story.
Yeah. Who in their right mind would think that in this day and age, given all of the events that have happened, I don't know, even in just the last few years, that naming your business that and including Nazi in the business name would somehow be acceptable?
Well, it gets even worse because their website was filled with a bunch of humorous.
Hallelujah! Holy shit!
Humorous Nazi art, like Kantai-Japanese Nazi art, and things had cutesy Nazi names in it. And it's just so, it's like, this is not just about wink, wink, Seinfeld. This is way deeper than wink, wink, Seinfeld.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, let's just, give it this cute little name so we can relate it to Seinfeld, so we can really guise the fact that we're white supremacists.
Yeah, basically. So the word is, as the story said, a bunch of windows were broken last night. They covered up the word Nazi on there, and a for lease sign appeared last night on the property. The outrage was swift and immediate. I heard that there was a small group of protesters that were out there today. Yeah. I don't know now if the restaurant is going to open. And it's very interesting. The for lease sign is there because I'm wondering, did the company that leased the restaurant space to them say, oh, hell no?
Yeah. I'd be curious to find out the backstory on that.
And with that, I think we're going to do a little pause for the cause, and then we're going to move to our next piece.
Okay.
Hi, Malcontents. I'm David, the Malcontent, and I'd like to talk to you for a moment about supporting independent media. When you support us, you help us bring the before, during, and after. You help us defend the First Amendment. You help us amplify BIPOC and LGBTQIA voices, and you help us hold leaderships at a local, state, and federal level accountable. None of this would be possible without support by viewers just like you. When you become a patron for as little as $5 a month, you help buy technology, safety equipment, and help cover travel expenses so that we can continue to bring you news that you trust. If you can't become a patron, you can do a one-time donation on Venmo, and your dollars will go to the exact same causes. With your continued support, we can continue to amplify BIPOC and LGBTQIA voices while showing the truth on what is happening in the world around us. Once again, thank you. We definitely would like to thank all of our patrons and thank you for your support in helping us keep the lights on literally and metaphorically. As we said in the video clip, as little as $5 a month can help keep the lights on. If you can't do $5 a month and you have it in your heart, in your bank account, you can just do a one-time even $5 on Venmo. $5 on Venmo pays for Adobe Spark that we build a lot of our graphics on for an entire month. So if you're like thinking, well, what does $5 do? $5 actually does a lot. And we really do truly appreciate all of our patrons. This wouldn't be possible without you. We also appreciate everybody who has Venmo'd us one time or multiple times. It's the same thing. It wouldn't be possible without your support.